I think it speaks to who we are. It speaks to our connection with the earth. It speaks to the storytelling, reminding us of who we are and where we come from. The greatest part about it is trying to get that reconnection, that knowing who we are or who we were. And that's what we have to return to, is connection.
Land tours have a very significant meaning for me. Not only just to show that we are still using our lands, utilizing, but also that spiritual connection that we so desperately crave. We're so busy out in the world that it just, sometimes it doesn't make sense. You come up here, you ground yourself, it's just, you feel like you're revived.
I just think it's really important because of our history and the things that we go through to this day that we're out on the land and learning about our culture. It's, for me, it's healing being here. I literally went and took my shoes off and put my feet into the moss and the medicine and connected to the land.
Black Dome is such an important area, and not only just for being able to hear the stories about why we pick medicines and how we pick medicines up here, but also being able to, come together as a community and as families and be united in these moments, I think is really important for us. And I believe that has happened for thousands of years within our community and within our nations. So Black Dome, I'm just grateful to be a part of it and grateful to understand, why being connected to this area, I think, is just amazing.
These land tours are really important, especially for our younger generation, if they can, come and see it and also and walk it, and I think that they need to learn. They need to learn it just. And even for myself, I'm still learning a lot, but it's really nice to get out on the land and listen to some of the other elders and other people talk about the land, and years ago we used to all get together and have feasts or meetings or whatever, even just get together and meet, right? And nowadays we don't do that anymore, right? So these land tours are really important, for us now.
Black Dome never really did have anything significant for me in the beginning. I didn't really know much about it until I came up for the first time. There is a big difference of being here than actually just seeing it. There was a spiritual connection. I always remember the first time I came up here, and I just felt like I was home. I don't know how to describe the feeling. It felt like I was home, and I knew that this is where my ancestors are. This is where my history lies. It's so important to come back here every year, because it's that, like I said, the spiritual connection that I crave, and I'm so excited every year to come up here.
Land tours are very important, especially when you're trying to or passing down knowledge and wisdom to our younger generations, to keep those stories alive and to keep the teachings moving forward. And I believe it's an important healing aspect of who we are, and the ability to practice our culture and our language and harvesting medicines. I think those are very important things that we need as Secwepemc people, especially when it comes to healing and going on this path and our journey. I think it's moving towards more positivity, and I think it creates more interconnection to the more important things, which is the land and our people, and also our medicines and everything that's around us, and just being interconnected with this land, I think, is really important. One thing I would want to let somebody know that hasn't come up here or part of our nation, or who is not living in our community, in your first time, I believe this is where we belong. This is who we are. And this is a part of our culture and our values and our teachings this is what makes you Secwepemc. So very grateful to experiencing that, and I'm hoping that the others will come out and do the same thing, because this is what Secwepemc is being interconnected with this land and everybody else around us, and the trees, the animals, the grass, everything that's here. So yeah.